tell us something about, once you complete the course, how do you start finding jobs in Germany?
The best way is apply online or go to job fairs where they can give interviews and introduce themselves and talk about their profile overall.
Let's say, some of the other studying hubs like, UK versus Germany. How does one compare between two countries where to go for study?
First of all, they should check their budget, whether they can support themselves there in that country or not. Second, they should check which course they are interested, what is the course that the university is offering, and what is the job scope of that profile in that country.
Would you like to give some tips to our audience, to students, who are looking to study in Germany?
Suggest that first of all, you should start preparing at least 1 year in advance so that you can make your documentations, you can give all your exams like IELTS, TOEFL, GRE. Apply for APS certificate because right now APS is like a very important document for your university application as well as for the student visa.
Hello everyone, today we are sitting here with Ankit in another episode for Staying Indian. Welcome Ankit.
Thank you.
So Ankit completed his master's from Germany and he's working as a quality engineer at Accenture. Ankit, tell us about yourself.
So hey guys, my name is Ankit Sakuja and currently I'm working in Germany as a software engineer by the company Accenture. And I came to Germany in 2016 to do my master's in electrical engineering and information technology. And I finished my studies in 2019, and after that I started working from that day, in 2019. So yes.
So Ankit, tell us about, what kind of, I've seen your Instagram handle, right? You offer a lot of help to Indian students who are kind of, looking forward to studying German. Tell us something about your Instagram handle.
So the students who are motivated to come to Germany, I use my Instagram handle to help them, providing them services like consultations and guidance for getting job and find university courses in Germany. I also help them, giving them right tips for making SOP, which are really important. That is the important criteria for university acceptance, and so on. With my YouTube videos and Instagram reels, I think like students feel really motivated to come to Germany. That's my main aim, to make them motivated.
Yeah, definitely. I've liked a few as well. And, if anyone is aspiring to find a good college in Germany, can reach out to you. But Ankit, lately I've seen a lot of, kind of rush towards Germany for studying, for jobs. What's happening? What has changed?
So the thing is, like, Germany has just recently opened doors for the international students. Germany is facing labor shortage. You may know about this. It's in all over the newspaper. And that's the thing, like, students are really attracted towards Germany because of its good infrastructure, work-life balance, and then free education is there, and quality education is very good in Germany. Even I study in Germany. I'm really happy to study here, do my master's. So I think these all factors really play a very important role and make Germany as really a good country over the other countries like USA or Canada. That's why students really prefer to come to Germany.
Tell us something about, let's say, I know nothing about studying abroad, so what are the steps that I need to go through to, let's say, find a good college or, study in Germany?
As a student, first of all, you need to make a plan. Like, you want to go to Germany, so make a list of universities, plan the requirements accordingly. At least you should start preparing 1 year in advance so that you don't need to when the applications begins, you should not waste your time that time. So you should have a time plan, you should know the requirements, you should have given the exams like IELTS, TOEFL, GRE, whatsoever that is as per the requirement of the course. And after that, you just apply as soon as possible when the application opens. So this is it. And you can use the website that is daad.de, daad.de is the website. This is the official website for the universities.
How much difficult it is if you don't know German?
Are applying for master's course that is in English and you are studying in Germany in that course, it's fine. You don't have any problem during studies. But if you go outside the universities, Then you have to interact with the locals. You have to go for buying for shopping, or you have to go for a doctor appointment, or you have to handle the bureaucracy in Germany. These things, for these tasks, you need German skills, and sometimes you may face difficulty if you don't know German. But yes, there are locals that can help you with it, so it's not that bad at all.
Okay. And there are a lot of services in India as well that help you to find right colleges and that help you to, clear those exams. But are there some gaps, so what I mean to say is, when you land in Germany, do you find some things that you could have prepared a bit better?
See, even though there are consultancies in India which help students to do so, but there are like, apart from German skills, like you need to improve the German skill, but you have to understand the German culture also before landing to Germany. Like, you should be a little bit aware of it, how people are like, what is like, how people really behave, or because Germans are really direct and straightforward, and they are also reserved. So you have to be a little bit less social, I will say. But yes, if you know German skills in advance, then they can really talk to you in easily. So it is my personal experience. Like when I first landed in Germany, I was a bit lost here because my phone was not working, and I was in the train. I just asked a German girl, like, can I use your phone? And she was a little scared of it, like maybe I'm a thief or so. So because I was speaking in English, she was a little scared. When my friend tried to speak the same thing in German, she was confident. Okay, please use it. I was like, okay, you need German skills, fine.
Yeah, I think language helps, and being straightforward. So that is something that we have in Dutch culture as well. I've been living in Amsterdam for 5 years. That is something, but it's a bit open. The Dutch culture is a bit more open than the German culture in accepting immigrants, I suppose.
Yes, even Germany is the same. I feel like they really are open for the international people. I haven't faced any problem till date. My experience is really good. For sure, experience may vary a lot person to person, but overall, I think the country is really open towards international.
Okay. And how is it different to study in Germany than studying in India? So what are the, let's say, key differences between both education systems?
Yeah, I think you may also know, like in India, I don't know, but what I say, I used to, when I was in India doing my bachelor's, we have to learn through notes. We have to write the same answer, maybe explain a bit. Just we have to write it. We don't understand what we are doing. But here in Germany, the things are a bit different. When I gave my exam, the thing that our professors taught us was from the presentations also. And in exam, they were the real life practical examples or the questions where we have to implement what we have studied and write the answers for it. And based on that, we get marks. So they make sure that we understand the concept clearly and we are able to answer it. That's the first thing. You may find it a bit funny, but or strange. In India, we are not allowed to use notes in the exam, but here we are allowed to use open notes. So it was an open book test for me. And
yeah.
Consider, we may think like it may be easy, but it was not if you don't know what the question is and what is regarding it. So yes, that was really different and new to me.
So how did you do in the exams?
Oh, I really passed with good marks, that's for sure. But
okay.
Yes, sometimes it happens.
So tell us a bit about the finances of the whole scenario, right? So right from start, when you think that, okay, I'll do my master's or I'll do my bachelor's in Germany, you start preparing 1 year in advance. From there till the point you land to Germany, how do you manage your finances?
You can first of all plan it, like as I said, like plan it accordingly what you have to do. In the beginning, you need to give exams, your IELTS, TOEFL, GRE, and so on. So for that, you need at least 1 lakh to 1.5 lakh at least to prepare those things, which involves learning German language and applying for APS certificate. Then once you get the admit letter, then you have to apply for student visa. Then there is small fees like for the visa is there, that is around 100 or 200 euros or so. And then you need block account fee, that is around 10,000 euros, round about 10 lakh or 11 lakh Indian rupees. And after that, when you come to Germany, you may need at least 1 lakh. So because you don't have block account in the initial time, you won't be able to access your money in the initial few months. so that you need, in that case, you need some money. So overall, if I say, you need around 12 lakhs Indian rupees for the complete budget if your course is from the public university and doesn't have any tuition fee. If you have a tuition fee in your course, then that is additional depending on what is the tuition fee, and that is also per semester. It can be around 4,000 to 5,000 euros per semester.
Okay. And when you're there, when you're studying, do you also have to do part-time work or?
Yes, so Germany have these options for the students, like when you are studying, you can work 20 hours a week. That is around 80 hours per month, and on an average you will earn around 12 euros per hour. So if you like around 400 or 600 euros you may earn overall per month, and that is like tax free for a student. So you can sustain your cost of living, you can cover your expenses.
And I assume you get a lot of discounts on a lot of things like travel and your groceries being a student, right?
Yes, I can add to it that when as you are a student in the public or a private university, you have this semester ticket. You make the contribution to the semester like 200 euros or 300 euros. It's very less actually. And this semester ticket is like, first of all, it indicates that you are registered to the university. Second thing, you will be provided with the semester ticket with which you can travel within the region of your state. That's for free cost. So in a particular circle or so, which cover most of the things like going to doctor, going to grocery shops, or so on. But you also get discounts in the kino, that is cinema. You get discounts there, and some student activities also. That's for sure. That's the benefit of being a student in Germany, and people prefer to be a student.
So talking about doctors, have you ever visited a doctor in Germany?
Yes, I did visit a doctor. It's a good experience, I will say, based on the appointment system, for which we have to wait a bit long because of the appointments. Yes,
the facilities are good
in Germany. That was regarding eye operation. So I was like a bit scared because it took me at least 2 months for that process to go through it, because the infection was like really grown up, and they took a little bit delay. In the end, the final was a surgery for me, but it took, they just said after 2 weeks we will give you the appointment for the surgery. So in India, I think like you can get this thing done in just 1 day, but here you have to wait long. That's really not acceptable. Somewhere it is good, but somewhere just for small things you have to wait too much. That's really bad. But I understand like they have people in priority also. Like they give preference to the people who are in priority, like old age or people who are bleeding or just having cancer or some problems. So I was in lesser priority, and they know it will not affect his life. That's the thing.
Yeah. So life-threatening issues are given priority, and you have to wait longer. But then I've heard this a lot. When you get treated, the treatment is excellent, so you don't have to worry from that point of view. But I hope your eye surgery went well. Everything.
Yes, I can see properly.
So tell me something about in kind of misconceptions that, let's say, Indian students have towards Germany or studying in Germany.
I never had this misconception. I don't know what misconception can be. Just people thinking like Germans are rude, or maybe Germans don't like Indians can be a thing what people think, but it's not actually true. Because the young generation, the students in the universities are quite open to internationals, and like they are educated, they speak English, and they are friendly of nature also. So I don't see that they really have that kind of dislike towards Indians or international students. But overall I think it can vary a lot from which city you are.
What are some of the fun things people do or Indian students do hang around?
I can tell about German students. Indian students, I was quite mixed with international students more than Indian students actually, because this is the place where of mixing with Indians, you have the chance to mix with international students or German students, so that because you are here to make a new relationship with the students, understand their culture, and you want to grow. Making relationship with Indian students is the same like in India, so you have to just grow your boundaries. like if I talk about the fun the part, so I went with them playing snooker, having fun, drinking, and kind of making silly mistakes there, laughing weirdly in the night. And also I went to beer festival where people are so drunk, like crazy drunk, and they are just
Oktoberfest.
dancing on the songs.
Did you went to Oktoberfest?
Yes,
Yeah.
I went before Corona, and
Okay.
it was really awesome actually.
You've been looking forward to go to, but never got a chance yet. So yeah.
Sure, you should think about it because it's really awesome. People are like there. It's just like तू मेरा भाई है यार, आ तेरे को भी मैं घुमाऊं. So it's like that fun experience. Like you
Okay.
will enjoy a lot in that beer festival. And yes, overall I really had a very good experience here till now in Germany.
Okay, nice. So what all parts of Germany have you explored? Have you gone skiing yet?
Skiing is a dangerous thing. I will say you need some kind of experience before going for skiing. I went to Zugspitze, that's a part of Germany, like a hill station here, and then I went to Jungfrau. People do skiing there, but you need to be experienced because it is very dangerous if you don't know it. It can break your bones.
Yeah, indeed. I haven't tried it myself yet, but someday.
Yes.
So tell us something about, once you complete the course, how do you start finding jobs in Germany?
So I will suggest you when the student is doing his master thesis, he is in the last semester, he should start looking for the job. And the best way is apply online or go to job fairs where they can give interviews and introduce themselves and talk about their profile overall. This is the best way to apply for jobs. And this is a procedure. So it is regarding your CV and your cover letter. Try to make them in German. Apply to those fields which are related to your career. Do not make just randomly apply to all the jobs. That won't help you. It will just waste your energy. And you have to be patient enough because getting job is difficult. Though there are a lot of job opportunities in Germany, being international and maybe you don't have experience. So you have to apply to at least 200 or 300 jobs and then you have the chance of getting an interview. So you have to be patient and apply as soon as possible once you are about to finish your thesis.
So how does the interview go? Like, you applied to so many jobs, you must have given so many interviews. How can you prepare for interviews?
Initial step is there is a small initial HR round where they talk about what you have done and what is your aim, what you want to do, what is your career goal and so on. And then once they find like this person matches with the profile of the person they are looking for, they will forward it to a technical team, and the technical team will ask you the questions that is related to your experience and what they expect you to do in that work. And after that, it may depend, like if it's a very big role, maybe a second or third interview would be there. But if just a small role, not a small role, but maybe normal software developer, not a senior developer. But when it's then just one, and after that you may have another one HR round for the final discussions of when you can start, what is your salary, what is your expected overall after taxes, and what are the benefits you will get. And then you will get the contract. It's quite easy and smooth as compared to India, what I've seen.
Okay. What kind of salary expectations can one have after completing your graduation or post-graduation?
So once you finish, you are a student, and if you do not have any experience, for example, and you want to get a blue card, so at least you can expect at least 48,000 euros as the initial starting salary for so that you become a blue card.
What is the frequency of job fairs that happen in Germany, and which are like major hubs to find these job fairs?
The job fairs are like not so like they don't happen particularly in a season. It just happens like sometimes university conduct job fair within their campus. Sometimes you Messe, like Frankfurt Messe, Munich Messe, or Berlin Messe. So you have to follow up through their website when is the next seminar or the coming Messe coming up, and that's the way you get to know the updates. There is no particular calendar for it, or maybe I'm not sure about. I don't know about it. That can be the thing, but you have to be like quite active looking into. If you're a student in a university, they will for sure put bulletin boards, like in the bulletin put like what is the company coming or when is the next job fair or message in the city. So that's really helpful for the students actually.
Germany is also a hub for a lot of startups, right? So are startups also open for hiring freshers or fresh out of college?
I gave my interview in a startup company and I was rejected. The reason was they were looking for someone experienced profile.
So that's based on your experience. So tell us some common mistakes that you may have done and that you can share with the audience.
Sometimes it is possible that you may not have prepared for the profile, like applying to the wrong job. That is one thing. It happened with me once. Like my expectation from the job was a software engineer profile, but they were looking for a software DevOps guy, and I don't have that skill at all. Though I went to the job profile, but the posting was wrong. So the hire manager, the technical person, have some other expectations from me, and I was having something else. So it was just a 5-minute interview, and it went off. And second thing is, like, sometimes there's no mistake actually. This was just one mistake. Yeah, that I know. Feel. Actually, it never happened for me. Like, as far as I think about, there is no such scenario where funny is for sure. There, I told you about it like that. It's like the Munich thing, but there is no bad incident in my life till now. I'm quite lucky, touch wood. But
yeah, I'm not looking for bad incident, but I'm looking for something interesting that kind of happened. You came from India. You do not know a lot about Germany, and you may have made some smaller mistakes here and there, and you are laughing about it later on. So
I do make mistakes right now also, like for example, when I'm driving on German roads, I do take some wrong turns, not understanding the signal, what is it meant to say for me, because here Germany, the roads are a bit complicated. The tram is also on the same road, and also we are driving next to it. It is possible, like sometimes I just switch my lane, that is completely wrong, and I should not do it. It's just I'm not aware of the rules, whose priority is first, and that really makes me like do some blunder mistakes sometimes.
Okay. And you must be getting some really bad honking for it, right?
Just once, when I was like in the beginning of initial time, I don't know, like the car should turn on the dipper automatically, and it was turned off. People were honking at me because I don't understand it, what was happening. Later, like my front dipper was off, and in the night, and my car was completely like nobody can see it properly, and that was the reason like people were honking at me because of stupidity.
How difficult it is to find a house in Germany? Is it like the housing market, is it a lot tight and the demand is high?
Germany was not prepared. Like so many international students will come to Germany, or people who want to work in Germany, and they need people because they are facing scarcity of skilled people. And this is the reason like they haven't prepared for the accommodation at all. But now students or the international student people want to work near the company or want to be next to the university, so that it's easy for them to commute and do the day-to-day things. And that's why the prices near the city center or nearby the university area are increasing, and students cannot afford it. My suggestion would be that they should try to get an apartment somewhere far away from the university, not in the outskirts but in the middle, so that 30 minutes of traveling time is fine, so that you can save some money and also solve the problem of accommodation. Try to learn German in Germany at least, so that you can talk to the owner of the house, and they have more trust on you, and you have a better chance of getting the apartment. As a student, I will say that try to live in a WG, that is hostel. Try to live in that, so that you can share you can save some expenses of the rent, because this is the major kind of expenditure that you have as a student right now.
Okay, so also I can ask is, if you compare, let's say, some of the other studying hubs like UK versus Germany, how does one compare between two countries where to go for studies?
First of all, they should check their budget, whether they can support themselves there in that country or not. Second, they should check which course they are interested, what is the course that the university is offering. They should talk with the alumni of those universities, because that's really will help you understand the market of that country and what is the job scope of that profile in that country.
Any websites or any sites that help you to do that, to kind of understand and compare the cost of living, the cost of studying and stuff like that?
Google and just check like the normal websites. But yes, there are some websites where you can just check what is the average cost of living in Berlin or in Germany or in Munich. You can get a rough idea about it. Like what I have seen, usually in Munich, it's around 1,200 euros as an average cost of living, whereas in Frankfurt it can be 1,000 euros. If you go to a smaller city like Darmstadt or Dieburg, there maybe it's around 700 or 800 euros for a student.
Okay. And lastly, Ankit, would you like to give some tips to our audience, to students, who are looking to study in Germany?
Suggest that first of all, you should start preparing at least 1 year in advance, so that you can make your documentations, you can give all your exams like IELTS, TOEFL, GRE, and apply for APS certificate, because right now APS is like a very important document for your university application as well as for the student visa.
Mm-hmm.
And right now they have some labor shortage, and it takes at least 4 months to get a APS certificate. Make sure that you have all the documents ready, and when the deadline opens, just apply as soon as possible, because sometimes it is possible you may miss some documents and university will reply you that you are missing it, please send the documents, and you have some time before the deadline is over. This give you an upper hand to be better than other students, and you will get the admission to the university. And yes, one more thing, focus on your SOP, because SOP really plays a very important role for your admission, because this is the document which helps the university or the professor to understand you better, like why you are motivated for this course and why we should take you in our university.
Tell us more about what is APS certificate exactly.
So APS is in German it is Akademische Prüfstelle. That means in English I don't know, sorry, but yes. So this main aim of this document is they will verify your documents, whether your bachelor's degree, your certificates like IELTS and your mark sheets from the universities are original or not. Because Germany has recently faced people are providing forged degrees, and this is a problem. And they don't want that people who don't deserve it should come to Germany. They want that the students who are here should be of high quality and the standard should be good. They don't want the same thing like what is happening right now in Canada, where 700 students are just being going back to country.
And tell us something about when it comes to living in Germany. India has a different climate, Germany has a different climate. How was your experience in winters?
Germany is also getting a little bit more hotter. Because in summers right now the temperature is reaching till 36 degrees Celsius, and we don't have air conditioner or fan. We use table fans, but they are not as good as our fans in India. So it's very difficult for people who are coming to Germany and expecting that they will feel a good weather here. It's not possible for the summers. Winters are like not so chilly, but I really like winters personally. It's better in winters here in Germany than in India. I was in India. If I see it, it was much colder in India than here in Germany.
Okay.
And I can feel the cold from the walls, where I don't feel the same thing in Germany. So for me, it was really bad experience, I will say. Not bad, but yes, winter in India is really cold.
Okay. So one thing I kind of ask everyone is, what is the one thing that you miss the most living in Germany?
I think the friends that you make in India, the benefits of living in your country and having network with all the things that you can do very easily, which you really cannot do here in Germany, because being an international, you have to understand the things. So it takes a lot of time and patience. This is really challenging in Germany, and they are really complicated because Germany is quite famous for its bureaucracy. You cannot, as an international, it is difficult to handle.
Well, thanks Ankit. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for a lot of good tips. And if anyone has any questions, they can reach out to you on our Instagram channel. I'll post the link to your handles below. Anything else that you want to share with our audience?
I just want to say that all the really best, you guys. If you are really interested to Germany, just prepare your things in advance, and I wish you all the best.
Thanks, Ankit. Thanks for doing it.
Fine, sitting with the show.